Hello, YouTube. I'm Stumpy. You can also call me Kevin, Stumpy Wizard, Stump, whatever suits you. I just wanted to do a little introduction video for the YouTube channel here. Essentially going to be going full time on the content creation / streaming side of things. Today marks my first video on YouTube. I've been streaming for the last couple weeks full time. Prior to content creation, I worked full time for the last 5 years for 2 different HVAC companies. If you don't know what HVAC is, it's heating and cooling. Everyone told me I was on a great career path, going to school to get my license. Everything was looking good. Something just didn't feel right though. I wanted to chase my dreams, essentially. Take a risk. You know, I'm 25 years old. I feel life's a little too short to not take that risk. Streaming has been something I've been doing on the side for about 5 years, on and off. I have a problem with going all in unless I'm going all in. And getting off work to do part-time streaming just wasn't working for me. So I took the risk. I moved home, saved up a bunch of money, and I am going to be going full time for the foreseeable future. It's a big risk. I know it might not be successful, but I look at success in many different ways. I don't think success is just about the money. So I'd like to go over a few of my goals and what I see success being. I watched a Ludwig video on what it takes to be a streamer in 2024. And I know it's 2025, but I feel this video inspired me, gave me a lot of motivation. It also made me realize success isn't all about the value. It's what you get out of it and what you define success as. So some of my goals for streaming, I'm just going to read right off my list here. Stream 40 plus hours a week. And I guess this isn't exactly just for streaming because YouTube is going to become a big part of this. I feel like I may even enjoy the YouTube content more than streaming. We'll find out. But streaming's kind of what got me into it. So stream 40 plus hours a week. My second one was average 100 viewers by 2026. So I gave myself a year. Really, this goal is all about getting partnered. I think being partnered on Twitch would be a great success. That 100 viewers is something I'm really trying to get, and that's averaging. And I got to do that roughly for about 2 months. My next one was, of course, make a livable income. I feel this has to be one of my goals. Otherwise, it'll end quick, but not necessarily. I'm willing to go part-time somewhere and continue pursuing this full-time. I luckily have the support system of living with mom and dad right now to be able to do that. And hopefully, you know, in a few years, however long it really takes, it'll pay off and they'll reap the benefits as well. My fifth, build out my social media. I feel like in 2025, this is a huge part of promoting your stream, your channel. Getting eyes just on your content is huge. Of course, the content's not going to be great to start, but over time, if you can build out that social media, at least as it gets better, that community will grow with the evolution of the content. 6, 1 YouTube video a week. I feel like this will grow over time, but right now, just since I'm not very comfortable with the editing software, I'm using CapCut. It'll just take time. So the better I get at editing, the more YouTube videos you're going to get. I use the stream, you know, my goal is 10-hour streams every day. And hopefully 1 YouTube video a week will be generated out of that. The rest will be YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and I have yet to download TikTok, but TikTok will also potentially be one of the social media platforms I use. 7, one short video a day. I feel like I'm doing pretty good at this. It's pretty easy to go through a 10-hour stream and, you know, find one clip, one good part of that stream that I can take in and turn into a short form video. And so I'm gonna stick on that. And as I get better at locating and digging through my VODs, should be able to crank out a few more. 8, become a better speaker. I feel like this is a big one. My vocabulary, expand it. Just become more comfortable speaking in front of people on camera. And of course, the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. So that's a big goal of mine. I want to become a better speaker. More enthusiastic. I feel like it's pretty easy to tunnel into a game and just monotone out, and, you know, 6-7 hours into the stream, that can happen. So I want to become more enthusiastic overall and just have a little more energy when I'm creating content. And then comfortable on camera. I feel like this is a big one. I've always thought to myself, no webcam, do the webcam, and to personalize yourself with the community and the people that are tuning in. I think they deserve to see you and connect with you that way, visually. You know, I remember faces better than I do names or voices. So seeing someone's face and connecting with them via that way is it's got to happen. So camera staying on, and I think that's gonna pay off in the long run. So I wrote down some inspiration, not just my goals, but some people that inspired me along the way. The first inspiration I ever had was Ninja. I grew up in the country back in the day. You know, Twitch was my friend, man. My senior year of high school, going into my freshman year of college, everyone had a gaming console. Everyone was playing Fortnite. I loved the idea of Fortnite. I thought it was the greatest game to ever touch Earth. And I couldn't play it. Didn't have internet out in the country. Also just didn't have a console. Had no means of playing this game. But I watched it religiously. And Ninja was that guy. I mean, he was the biggest streamer at the time. So of course, you're going to get drawn to him. But he was funny, entertaining, and the number one thing that I loved about Ninja, competitive. Dude was one of the best. And any game I touch, I find myself wanting to be the best. Big reason why I want to stream in game. I love competitiveness. I love sports in high school. I love that, you know, every day getting better at this specific thing to eventually being, you know, top 1%. So as you see with my content, I feel like you're going to get a lot of competitive content as well as, you know, funny, entertaining stuff. But primarily, I want to be the best. Simply, any game I touch, top 1%. And that's not just on controller. I am a controller player at this time, but I will expand out and learn keyboard and mouse as this journey goes. So I'm going to learn a few different inputs, and that's going to be fun too. Number 2, Aussie Antics. Aussie Antics, probably my second favorite streamer. If you're not familiar with him, he is a Fortnite broadcaster. He does watch parties. He watches all the competitive tournaments of Fortnite. This guy, very in tune with his community. I love that. Very in tune with the community, great speaker, and all around, you know, he doesn't let his followers go unnoticed. I mean, if you talk in his chat, there's a good chance he's going to interact with you, and I love that, you know. So that's something, you know, if I do see success, I want to carry over into my community. And then Clicks. I know these are Fortnite streamers, but at the beginning of my grind, that is who I watched. But Clicks, you know, this guy, ever since he was 15 to now, I believe he's 20, entertaining. As I'm older than this kid, and he entertained me almost every day. Another thing, just competitive. Dude's competitive and he's successful. And not only is he successful in the Fortnite community and the competitive community, but on the business side of things. and, merchandise, things like that. I take a lot from that, and a lot of ideas that I have are inspired by him. So you can be inspired by people younger than you, and I think that's really cool too. Lastly, why? Why am I taking a huge risk, quitting my job essentially, leaving school? Because life's short. I want to work for myself. I feel like that's huge. My dad worked for himself. We didn't make a lot of money, but I saw the joy and another way of being successful through him. Working for yourself is hard, but it's very, very rewarding. And it's something I've always wanted to do. And that's why I'm here. Second, I could game all day. This is my hobby. It's something I love to do. It's something I'm thinking about at work. It's something I'm thinking about when I'm home. It's just something I love. And also, I love watching it. I can consume this content all day. I looked at my Twitch recap. I watched 245 days out of last year. I was on Twitch watching 380 hours. And I would hate to see my YouTube. I bet it's worse than that. I enjoy this. I enjoy the communities. I enjoy the streams, So that's another reason why. And lastly, I think the internet's the future. 2025, everyone's established. Everyone thinks, it can't be done anymore. The space is too inflated. I think not. I think it's only going to get bigger. I think it's only going to get bigger. You look at Mr. Beast. He talks about it all the time. YouTube's only going to grow. Twitch is only going to grow. The new generations coming up are going to love gaming as much as we do. Gaming's only going to get better. The technology, who knows in 10 years what the main input's going to be, what the main game's going to be. And I want to be there. I want to be established. I want to have those hours clocked. I want to have that content built out. And I just want to be ready for when the next big thing comes in the gaming world. So those are kind of my inspirations. Lastly, I want to talk about what to expect with my channel. As of right now, Fortnite is something I want to keep doing. It's not a game that gets a lot of attention like it used to, but I think it's one of the best games ever made, and it's the game I started on. So expect some Fortnite content. Marvel Rivals, I've never been a hero shooter guy. I played some Paladins back in the day, but for the most part, Fortnite was my main game. I played some Destiny 2, played that for about 6 months. Valorant, touched that for a while. Fall Guys, of course, games like that. But Fortnite, Marvel Rivals is kind of what you're going to expect. And who knows where this goes. As I continue to game, I know there's going to be, new games that come out. For instance, GTA 6 could be one of those games. And who knows? So as of right now, Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, expect content out of those two. But, it really could be anything. The more I do this, the more I'll find exactly what I want to do on stream and on YouTube. Lastly, just to conclude the video, subscribe, like the video. I know it really helps. The algorithm, they say, is everything. But yeah, I just hope this video resonates with somebody, inspires you to go out and chase your dreams. Obviously, don't be as risky as I am, quitting your job. And school is not the best idea, but it's something I wanted to do. So, if you want to scratch that itch, go ahead and scratch it, because whether you succeed or fail, at least you can look back and say, hey, I went for it. Anyway, Stumpy Wizard on everything. And you can find me on Twitch, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, of course. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff, and stay classy, friends.